So, I finally made it to the Open. I hit balls on the range, touched the claret jug, worked alongside some of my favourite players and played the course afterwards. Now, if you've not watched the Quest for the Open series before, the premise is very simple. Each year I play in Open qualifying, film my progress, document the competitions I'm competing in, and then see what we can learn. And this year, once again, was a complete failure, but I did manage to get to the Open in a presenting capacity. By the way, this morning we are at Royal Troon. Look at this. This is amazing. Film with James Robinson, Andy Carter. This is the Open venue in 2 years. And I think the decision needs to be, am I going to keep trying to get here playing, or is it time just to say enough is enough and let's just concentrate on the video? So at the Open at St Andrews, I was helping host Live at the Range. So it was with the RNA. It was streamed every day via YouTube, but I was also on TV quite a lot. Fortunately, I was working with real professionals like Di Stewart, Iona Stephen, and they managed to pull me through. But it was a truly incredible experience, and by the end of the week, actually felt quite comfortable. Unwittingly, for like the last 8 years, I suppose I've been preparing for like live stuff, and it just so coincided that it was just really good fun. 127, right. Are we just gonna go in if this goes in? Just love this hole. By the way, if you want to check out the full videos from Troon, Andy and James are filming all day. But presented at the Open was the only way that I could realistically get there and soak in the atmosphere and be part of the event working and not just there as a fan. And we've reached a bit of an inflection point. Are we going to keep practicing? Are we going to keep playing? Are we going to keep competing in these events? Or is it time to switch focus? Is it time to change direction?
Oh, easy. Early walk as well. What have we found about the poster stuff?
That.
Excellent.
Played this hole twice and I birdied it twice. Look at that. PT challenge on the hardest hole in the course. The 11th, I was going to say 14th. Feels like we should be on the 18th by now. Just look down there. So tight.
Yeah.
So tight. I think normally wind's off left here as well. Oh. So most of the events I've been playing and filming this year are on the Players Tour. It's a series of events in Lancashire in the north of England, and I'll throw up my results here. They have been pretty mixed, but I'm currently in the top 10 of that order of merit, and if I stay there for the rest of the year, I'll be in the Tour Championship at the end of the year. But a few weeks ago, and something which really worried me, is I was playing a comp at Hurlstone Hall. Now, for the first 13 holes, it was pretty rubbish, but it was quite uneventful. And I'll play through the 14th hole now. This was in the middle of a period of travel, so I was pretty tired. And to be honest, this tee shot that you're gonna see, it's never a driver, but I was weak-minded, lost this ball, teed up an iron, lost that ball, and I chopped it through the rest of the hole and ended up with a 10. After this point, I was 1 under, probably because my mind was completely boggled. And it really showed up a side of me that I hated to see. I was just a coward. I quit the comp mentally because it was easier than the alternative of really like knuckling down, and yeah, it's actually really, yeah, actually quite painful to think about it. That'll do that. Why can't I hit shots like that in the comp? I am not the cleverest person, and I have many flaws, but I've never ever really considered myself like a quitter. And that's what this hole was. It was me just checking out. But on the positive, it did crystallize in my mind a little bit about the future direction that I'm going to be taking with comps and what's going to be happening with this channel and the Quest for the Open. So I'm an okay golfer who's trying to raise the level of their game to compete with some really good players in my region. And that takes time away from making videos, it takes time away from looking after my guys, Kieran's on the camera here, it takes time away from just spending time with family and friends. And I've been trying to, that's a bit precarious, that wasn't it? And I've been trying to do this juggling act for 2 years, and because everything's getting so much busier now, it's starting to become a little bit unsustainable. And on that note, by the way, thank you so much for watching the videos. We have passed over 500,000 subscribers. If you haven't already, become part of this community, but a massive thank you to everybody who watches. It allows us to come out on days like this and play Royal Troon. But if I stop playing comps and I stop grafting and practicing, is that quitting as well? To be honest, St Andrews and what we did up there, it really helped to crystallise things. I really do believe that pros should continue to play, and they should play in competitions. It keeps you connected with the game. But I can't deny, over the last year I've been playing and practicing, and it feels like, it's almost like it's been trying to prove something to someone else, and that's a recipe for disaster. And walking through St Andrews, meeting so many of you guys, it really just hit home, like, we are living the dream. Like, this is the dream. To play golf, talk about golf, film it, stick it out, and I can call that a job. That is the most ridiculous thing in the world. And I realised that I don't have anything to prove. Like, this is it. This is the best thing ever. So I'll probably finish off the Players Tour, finish playing the comps for this year. But then after that, every comp I'm playing, it's just going to be for fun. I can still learn about the game. I can still do all the videos I'm doing, but just with a different mindset. And it feels, even though we've been doing this for a long time, even though it feels like we've hit a milestone of 500,000 subscribers now, it feels like we're more at the beginning of something than at the end. Man, the opportunities are endless.